All right. We're good. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I think we're live. Let's check levels and get right into this. We got a busy stream ready for all you tasty people. There we go. Let me go ahead and look this up. See what we got going on. Okay. Got to check my levels. We've got some wonderful things to open today. We can go over a couple of them. Today we're going to open up some Kaiju Dunny battles. And then I've already opened some other things for my birthday, but we'll show those off as well today. Let's just make sure that we're all good on the streaming. And hopefully we look good this morning. Do we look good? Good? Let's see how that's going. We get that audio level. How's the music sounding? Everybody good this morning? Good morning. Just around noon. I think we got in just before 30 minutes late, so that's good. I'm going to turn the music down just a bit. It's coming in hot. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright, let's take it up a notch. You know. Love it. Okay. Alright, so let's get right into these. Thank you all for being here. And let's get this going. So I've got our new knife. I don't know if you know. Let's change cameras here for you on the fly. Hold on. I might have to.
Don't need it.
No, don't even log out. Just need to go over here and change some things around. Let's get that other camera up. There we go. Boom. Alright. I'm going to move myself over just a bit. There we go. Get myself out of the way here. So you guys can see all these tasty treats. So first we have to take out the new Raven Crest Tactical Unboxing Knife of Doom. Yes. Oh, all the cards. All the cards. Certificate of authenticity and whatnot. Alright. So we've got it. We're ready. Let's do some unboxing. Alright, so these right here are just an extra little gift that I picked up for myself for my birthday. And with some delightful money from my grandparents. So we're going to open this guy up, and then I'll show you what I pulled from some other boxes that came during the week. Let's get this bad boy open. Ah! So rumbly. Yes. Yes, indeed. ASMR for you. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I already like him. The Kaiju series specifically, just kind of big fan. This looks like a James Broman, right? So, gotta love that. Let's see if the camera can pick up some of those high details on this paint job. Subtle, yeah. What? Look at that. Look at the ridges. Look at the ridges of the back neck, dude. All the way around. Yes. Little James Groman? Groman. James Groman. Yep. I said Broman first, I think, for some reason. That's okay. Looks like we got a little overlap on the paint there. That's kind of cool. See that on the toesies? I like it. Other than that, this paint job is really good. I like it. Arms are nice and articulated still. Good to go. It almost has a little bit of like a translucentness. I don't know if it's the paint job itself or if it's just the thinness of the doll, but it's got a lot of nice features. I like it. All right, that's one. Not a Chase figure though. I'm sure. I'm pretty sure it's not a Chase figure. No. 2 out of 10. By the way, everything I've been getting from stores now. I don't know if these peeps got like X-ray machines or something like that, but I haven't pulled the chase yet, so we'll see what happens. Next box. Ooh. Oh, ow! I don't know if that's a popular conspiracy theory or not. X-ray machine usage, or just weight. I'm sure weight has something to do. This one's a little bit heavier. I was hoping for like one of the big, long, gangly armed guys. They've got a giraffe neck looking one. Any of the ones where the model itself is a little bit different build-wise. See it? Oh, yeah. This is what I was talking about, dude. Look, this has got a snake for an arm. This is what I wanted. I wanted one of the long-armed guys. So we got a nice little kaiju here. Who's this guy by? Is this a Lee? I think this is a Lee. No. Maybe not. Maybe I'm bad. Could be a... I don't know. I don't know who this one is. I'm just bad at this. I'm getting better. I'll figure out who it's by. Put it in the descriptions below. But this looks like... yeah, 3 out of 48. That's not bad. Or is it... He's the lighter green guy with the pink ears, but they both have pink. This one, however, has a little bit of the, and you can see it. This is the guy we're rocking here, and it's just because of this little bit of lighter pink on the ears. It's the only way that I know that, really, because like they're both supposed to be green. I think they both, their snakes have little hats on, so he's got like a little hat on here. It's got a nice paint job. I just wanted one where the model was just a little bit different, just so I could have those snaky arms. The Yeti would have been cool too. This like 3-eyed Yeti figure here. I like that one a lot. There's the giraffe neck one I was talking about. Very cool series. Either way, kaijus, get those. Check them out. You know what I'm saying? Get in there. All right. So now, let's go ahead and go through some of the ones that I have already opened that came in the mail during the week. Just to show you guys. I kind of bought an assortment of rando dunnies just because that's what I wanted. Unboxing Knife of Awesomeness. We'll put that away. And here we go. So I got a pack of the wild ones, as you do. And I ended up pulling the Height Death Now figure out of this. The Height Death Then figure looks really cool because it's black and white, but the black and white, you know, I like color. I like a lot of color. So this was a better pull in my opinion. Big fan. This is a super sweet figure. And I think this is a Kronk, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a Kronk. Oh, but you can see, like, we've got all these lovely little details, even like the little lines of the ears of the neon green. He's wearing his little shoes. He got a cool hoodie, and then hype on the back. You know what I mean? It's just, I like this figure a lot. I was very happy. This is one that will end up on my desk, actually. I dig this dude. Pretty cool. Pretty nice little pull from my first pack of wild ones, by the way. This is the first pack. This one also has one of the Yetis that I really, really dig. I don't know why. It's just because I like that company, the Yeti. They make most of the t-shirts I wear. And, yes, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I don't know if it's in full focus. There it is. So that guy right in the middle, that Yeti, I want that one. I might actually go out of my way to buy him piecemeal. The reason why I really bought these, though, is because of those strolls, dude. Oh, my God. Those figures are amazing. And the bloody one is like, I don't remember how much even, but he's expensive. Let's put it that way. And so for chase figures, you really couldn't beat out. I was looking into, you know, where's my best value as far as like pulling a cool chase figure, because I would have, you know, really liked to have done that. I think this is Mishka. Yeah. So you've got this bad boy is the one that I pulled. Now he's got a little bit of this awesome sauceness where he does that glow in the dark thing. Let's see if I can pull off some of that here just by hitting him with the high beam. See if it kind of shows up a little bit even over here. It's gonna be hard to pull it off on stream, but this thing usually does a pretty good job of lighting things up. Let me look in there. Nope, nothing. No, I don't see any. So he needs a long charge. I think it's just because of how old he is. But he's got a great paint job. I love the back of him. This one will end up on my desk as well. But he does glow in the dark. I have witnessed it. Pretty sure. And I'm not just making that up. But it doesn't last very long. And then it's pretty faded. Like, it's just how quickly it like goes away and dissipates. I'll hit him with the high beam. This is like the best one. I've got a black light that I found, guys. We're gonna be hooking that up, and then we'll get into some stuff. We're gonna start doing some more stitchies too. But you can kind of see in there. He's glowing a little bit, just a little. You can't see it at all. Pointless to look at. And then, so I did a Wild Ones, a Mishka, an Art of War, and a Dunny's Beyond figure. So that's what I'm showing you. You get into my Art of War here. I have not opened up all the pieces of this one. Just because I was on the fence really about whether or not I was going to keep them. Or if I was going to give them away as a gift to one of my friends. Because they really like this figure. Anyway. You can't beat Kano Kid. And he's got the Kano Kid? Kano Kid? Either way. We're taking out the blades right now. I'll put them in. Turn this light back on. So I'm trying to make it cool and creepy in here. Now that goes. Oh, these knives fit wonderfully in his hands too. No fight. Like a lot of the times if I have an attachment that I'm putting in one of the Dunny's hands, I'm always worried about like pushing it so hard that it breaks. But this one's very smooth. I like that. It's a big plus. 2 swords, and I believe this is supposed to be the Genghis Khan figure, which is pretty badass in my opinion, which is why I'm probably not going to be getting rid of him. He's got a great, nice little, let's get that full in there. There we go. Really not too like bold paint job wise, but he's up there as far as like cool with those swords, man. I really like the swords. And it's got one of the trading cards. This is something that they were doing for a while, which I really liked. I really wish they would keep doing that with some of the new figures. Even, like, I know it's not supposed to be that way with the Super Plastic, but I kind of really wish Super Plastic would adopt some of that same kind of stuff as well with their jankies that they've been doing. They're kind of cool. I know it's like a whole extra thing, like, okay, so then we gotta charge you a little bit more because we gotta print out little cards to go inside. But no. So then we got Dunny involved. And I kind of was very happy at the one that I pulled because it was one of the ones I wanted. We got a nice little SPT Lotus here. He's just so simple and beautiful. And I can actually see myself going back in and doing a little custom paint job on this guy. Adding a couple of more mandalas or something like that. And adding up a little bit on the leaves. Really, I like how subtle it is. There's a little scuff on the, and I think that was from me. It's not from out of the box like that. But I really, really enjoy this piece. I think it's really cool. It's very simple, but again, simple sometimes wins. Look how invisible he is. Alright. So, that's what I got this week. The ones that were already open were just ones that I got for my birthday and couldn't wait to open. Sorry. They were just eating at me. And then the Kaiju Dunnies, again, man, just really happy with the way we got a little snake arm one. That's kind of the ones I wanted. I love the cross hatching on here. Let's pull this all the way down. Just make sure it's working right. There we go. Good camera. Good boy. All right. Perfect. Alright. And then let's look at the other one. Oh, yeah. I like that a lot. with James Groman. He looks like he's built to take a hit. You know what I mean? He's got that nice little, there's even like what do you call those, horns or whatever? Like the ridges coming out in the back. Just realize, let's get it real close up. There we go. I like that a lot. Wonderful paint job on this guy. Very happy. The eyes just kind of creep you out, and he's got one of those looks, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Alright, so for today, happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way, if you're celebrating or looking to get tipsy as hell this evening. Good luck, and I hope the best for you. I really do. This morning we're going to be doing Paperboy. Just as a tribute to Atlanta. I was watching Atlanta a lot, and I really like this piece specifically because it has a little combo guy that comes with him. So let's get this guy out of here and get to work, shall we? Happy Sunday. I hope you're chilling. Hope you're maxing, relaxing, all cool. And let's do this. Let's get in here. Once the box and the boy are glued together, carefully put the head inside the box so the eyes peek through the holes. Okay, so apparently this little dog guy goes on top. And you know what I like about Paperboy? Is that Paperboy is kind of what all papercraft people are. See, he's got his little razor blade, and then he's got his glue. Because we get sticky. Sometimes you got a straight ruler. I like that. That's nice. There's people that get real technical. I've seen people use credit cards too, or like little things like that, just to guide your knife, you know? Oh no, why is Bradley out here? That's not okay, so tell him to go. Hi, Bradley. Thank you for joining me. We're going to be cutting up some papercraft toys. Here we go. Cutting this open. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Should I turn the light on? Is that better? Can we see better with the light on? I just don't like the glare on that paper. You know what? What we'll do is, let me cut some of this guy out. And then we'll go like this. Go around. Hi. Very nice. Oh wow, there's little holes in the dog box for his ears to go through. I'm just looking at some of these lines on here. There's very specific directions. Let's get them up. Let's get that dog separated. Now hopefully this won't glare up on the screen too bad. There's a lot of wonderful detail on this box. We've got the little words and everything, like store in a cool, dry place, the skew, the fragile, and all these little details, which I really like. Let's pull this camera's attention down just a bit. Come on. Pay attention, camera. There we go. Very nice. Keep it going. There it is. Okay. That looks good. It's that glare. That glare keeps hitting that camera and just ruining it. What I'm going to do is switch myself over here. Go over here. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. That way I can keep this on this side and nothing will get in the way. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. So, if you are just getting into papercraft, the thing I will tell you that you definitely need, okay, is a printer with lots of ink. Some decent cardstock. Don't just use regular paper. It's a beginner's ruse. I definitely made that mistake the first time I started making paper toy. So what'll happen is the minute you add glue to like regular, like just printer paper that you have in your printer right now, it will actually bleed through a lot of the color. The glue that you add will kind of warp the paper and make it like bubble out, which you don't want. We're trying to keep a precision here, so the closer you can get to that line, the better. And then you're going to want a nice X-Acto, or at least a fresh one. So make sure you pick up new blades. They sell just little packs of blades in case you already have an X-Acto and you're just not sure. You can pick up a couple of blades like that for pretty cheap. It's not too expensive. Any craft store has them as well. That's the one cool thing about anything you need for paper craft, is that any craft store, you don't have to worry about if they're going to have stuff. They'll have just the stuff you need. And then also this glue. I don't know if they still sell it in a bottle that looks exactly like this, because the last time I bought it was a while ago. But you definitely want some quick dry and something that has almost an acid-free. Acid-free is really good. Another thing that's very important is to ask if it dries clear. Like the other thing I have is this glue stick. It's a Craft Bond, specifically. I don't know if it'll come up. Yeah, but it's extra strength, permanent bond, photo safe. Photo safe is another really good word to look for if you're looking for a glue. But photo safe is good. It'll definitely take care of the colors that are on here and not let them really bleed through too much once they get. Because as soon as you add it to the paper, it's really about the quality of the paper. And the one I'm doing right now is out of the book Urban Paper. And they use a really good high gloss but really durable, thick cardstock in this book. So everything turned out really good. Some of the like other cardstocks are a little bit more cardboardy, and that's, you get into trouble where if you make a mistake, because if you make a mistake in that kind of stuff, what tends to happen is that the paper rips off of itself, and we don't want that. We don't want rippage. Let's make sure this is above. I'm going to put this all the way on the top. There we go. I'm going to turn up the music just a little bit because we're getting kind of boring, because I'm going to start not talking because I got to cut. Z-fold this part so the box slightly drop over the head. Okay, okay. There's also, it looks like there's a part on the box itself for me to cut in. Look at that straight line, boys and girls. That was amazing. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This is some high detail work here. So, pro tip on high detail work: make a lot of little cuts, and just make sure that you're staying in the line as best you can. Yeah, see, this looks like it's a separate piece. So what it's going to be is there's a dotted line that I don't really know if you can see on here, right along this part. And then what's going to happen is this other little part on this side will fold under and will make like a little piece, like just pinch it. Yeah, you can see that I'm almost doing like just kind of cutting more into my mat than anything really, just kind of pushing the X-Acto down once I get in the right spot. I'm just kind of pushing down to kind of complete and cut that line. We're talking about like millimeters here, so it gets really intense. This is a straight line, nice and straight. Nice. So we've got a curve coming up here. Okay, so all of this, I'm just going to cut. Get that part off there. Bye-bye. We'll keep it just because it's got like little instructions and I don't really know exactly what's going to end up happening with that. So let's get that ready.
Because I looted.
Alright,
What
let's
do
do
you
this
mean?
curve.
I
So this
barely
curve,
have any loot.
pulling down, pulling down.
I had to
Nice.
wait for it. If I had to do whatever, I probably would have killed it, but I had to make it better.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Alright. Well, I mean, we still have to cut out the dog, but this is gonna fly by. We're actually cruising right along here. This isn't gonna take long at all. Alright.
No, don't listen to it. SGT seven. If you buy a skin.
Oh, so what was I watching? Love, Death, and Robots or something like that on Netflix. Definitely not appropriate for the kiddies in the room if you think. But what I heard was a little rumor that there was like a heavy metal thing scheduled for Netflix, and then they kind of scrapped it or something. An article I read, and this is what it turned into. And as soon as I started watching, I'm like, oh, I'm watching all of these. It was like it's almost like a Black Mirror, Twilight Zone-ish, you know what I mean? Like with twists and all this stuff, but very quick and simple. Like I don't think that there's a story that's more than 20 minutes, and the episodes are really quick. Some of them are like 11 or 15, and just gorgeous. All the work that was done for that show, I'm just blown away by. So check that out if you're into it. If you're into that sci-fi, because I was definitely impressed. Yeah, we'll see if we get to this, but I also have some of that lovely Dr. Wiley Frost. I haven't gotten around to like, actually working on it too much, so if we finish this up too early, I may work on that a little bit on stream, so that'll be fun. You guys will get to watch the most boring thing I do on stream, which is cross stitch. I'm trying to figure out how to make that exciting, by the way. I don't know if that's possible, so if not, we may end up scrapping it, but paper toys are here to stay, and toy reviews, and anything that I open that is made of vinyl will be probably on this channel at some point being shown off. The other thing that's in the works right now is the podcast. I've got multiple people now working on music for it, and hopefully when we bring it back, it'll be a lot better. I'm kind of just keeping a couple of episodes in the thing so I can actually start doing it on a weekly basis. You know what I'm saying?
You mean a meme pad?
Oh my goodness. Also, like right now, my friends are starting theirs. It should be like, is it 1 o'clock yet? No. Cool. Right around 1 o'clock, the Happy Corner podcast will be starting up, and that is worth a watch, folks. Worth a watch. Oh my goodness. I think we're done with this. All right. Yep. Let me just check all the lines. We're good. Okay. What we are going to do, and if you've been here before, you know this is coming. We're going to do the scoring. So, oh, I also have to cut out this part for his face. There's a lot of little precision cuts in here, so I'm going to work on the outside of the dotted lines. That way they're not in there. Give them the final product. Nice. Let's go that way. There we go. Like that, like that. Can't believe I almost forgot to cut out the face hole. You never forget to cut out the face hole. How are we gonna see the face? There we go. Alright. See, that looks random and not like designed on there in any way, shape, or form. Alright. There we go. So what I was saying before was we're gonna go across all the straight lines here. Just give them a score again. What we're doing is we're just dragging the knife. Drag that X-Acto across. Don't put a lot of pressure on it. We don't want to cut through the paper. We just want to make it so that the paper cuts nice and easy. Or not cuts nice and easy, but bends to our will. Nice and easy. You know what I'm saying? Alright. There we go. Just drag it across. Like you do. That's over here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Box cutter, I know, has a bend. Alright. Now we're good. Let's get into the dog. Cut up the dog. Alright, so before I do anything, there's like little pieces, and if you have these little pieces of paper like this, you're going to want to work on the smallest holes you have to cut in it first before you kind of detach it away from the main paper. That way there's more for it to hold on to as you cut it open. Alright. There we go. And this is going to be for his ears to go through, apparently. I'm looking at the ears of the dog, and they definitely have a fold line. So they're going to be like these little paper that come up through these holes. We got to have the holes there, though, so that when we get it, we just fold it, put it through. Alright, so now that one's cut, I'm also going to cut the face hole out over here, just like the paper boy. He has a hole in his box as well. I believe the way that these will look is that they will eventually stack on top of each other. Like the dog is supposed to be on top of his head, also wearing a box on his head. Ha 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 ha. Get it? There we go.
You're fine.
Alright. Here we go. Let's do this. Sweet.
Hey. Okay.
There we go, there we go, there we go.
No. No.
Wonderful.
No. No, I gotta hide.
Sweet. No, that can be closer. Sometimes you'll make that first cut, and you're like, I can get closer to the actual artwork on the paper better. And we'll just do that.
Try.
Alright. There we go. I tell you. People. So quiet over here. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be quiet. It's just I get like in that zen mode where I'm like, oh yeah. We're almost there. We gotta cut it more. It's also trying to follow those straight lines takes a bit of concentration. Like, because I do like my paper choice specifically to look good. I want people to, when they see them, I want them to almost not know that they're made of paper, and the only way to really get that look across is for everything to be like pinpoint precision accurate. And when you get right on that art, you kind of eliminate that variable of like where people are like, what is that made out of? It looks like it just goes right into itself, and that's how we do it. With a lot of concentration and not talking while you're streaming. Like, come on, man. Oh, the other thing, saw Captain Marvel. The trolls are wrong. It's definitely a little slow at a couple of parts, and blah, 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 and movies are movies. And they're trying to, disseminate the main storyline, so that takes, a little bit of time. And because I don't really know anything about Danvers or Captain Marvel, really, aside from Rogue and that story arc with Mystique and all that biz. So, but it was a really good movie. I liked it a lot. The soundtrack is like almost like I would say Guardians of the Galaxy level. Like it's pretty good. It's not as amazing as the soundtrack, but it definitely has its strengths. I really wish that they would be on Tidal though, because that's where I get most of my music now, and that soundtrack is not on there. But that's okay. Next week, though, if you were a fan of this, I don't know. But Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is going to be coming out. And I will be picking that up to watch through all of the extras and bonus features of that Blu-ray as soon as I possibly can. Because that was one of my favorite movies of last year, and I'm really interested to see all the bonus fun stuff they have. Alright. So, I think we're done. Let me just score these fold lines on this part. Gotta score our folds, guys. Remember, never forget to do that part because it's very important. And it does help quite a lot. Score your fold lines, folks. Score your fold lines. And remember, we're just dragging, right? We're just dragging it across. Don't push down. No pressure. Just push. Did I say no pressure and then I said just push? No, that's not what I meant. Jeez. Quit confusing people, Joe. Just run your X-Acto across where you're going to be doing it. That's all you got to do. Okay. So with that, I think we are ready now to get sticky. Let's do it. All right. I'm going to make a good old dog here first. Get all my folds going. Oh, this one's gonna work here. Alright. Got it. Got it. There's the face hole. So I'm assuming the face will be behind that hole. It's the only thing I know for sure. So this is why we score our folds first, because look at that. Like, we've got this bottom part where there's nothing really to hold on to. And now if we push down on it, we've got it. See, it's just like, if you score those lines beforehand with the actual X-Acto, these folds go down a lot easier. You can even notice that the paper will cut a little bit, and it makes your life so much easier. So make sure you score those folds, folks. Yeah, easy that folds. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh yeah, nice and crisp. Gives us those nice straight lines we like so much. All right, let's do this. Start the gluing process. We're gonna clear the line. Make sure it's clear. It's very important. All right, I think we're good. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Yeah. All right. Get that clear. Get sticky. What is going on? We've got a block. We've got a block of some sort. You know what? We'll take to our. We'll try the craft bond today. We're gonna do because I don't have the. I have my cross stitch needle, but I don't really want to get that gross. So, since I might be using it later, let's just use the craft bond. So we've got it. Just kind of any glue stick is the same, guys. This one specifically is just acid free and photo safe, so that's why we're using it. It also has quick dry, which is also a plus when working with paper toys, because it's also so you don't have to sit there and hold on to it like for like a half hour. Very important. Very important. Okay. Now this guy is going to go in a little bit. Let's fold these ears over. Loop. Loop. So now his ears are nice and pointy. I believe we're going to go reverse bend on these. So these are reverse bends. I feel like we got to go in on him. Just a bit. There we go. There we go. Okay. Ears in. We have contact. Ear contact. Should I glue the ears? Is that what they're telling me to do? No, it doesn't say glue. Alright, fine. Okay. Alright, I think that's how we're going to do it. So we're going to put glue on these two. I think I got them just the way I need them. On the inside there with his ears are in now. Alright, let's do it. Gotta pinch them. Now pinch them on the top here. And hopefully that'll do it. Shouldn't take too much to get it to stay. We're going to leave this flaps up. Oh, and then I got to do the feet. Now the feet, I think, just have to be glued to themselves. Yeah. So I'm going to do the fold first. Get the fold right. And then we'll put glue on all these little tabs. And just pinch them. Best way. So, now, pull that glue. Pull that glue. Pinch. Pinch. It shouldn't take long to stick. See, so they're already staying pretty well. Let's get these other little tabbies. Those glued. Again, happy Sunday, everybody. I hope your Sunday's going well. Hope you're enjoying everything. Hopefully you're going to be safe tonight if you're being a St. Patty's Day collaboration celebrator. Alright, so dog is done. Dog is cute. Dog is sitting in his little box with his ears hanging out, right? So we're going to keep him for after we get Paperboy done. Alright. Paperboy should be a lot easier. There is a little part where we're going to put his head on that I'm not quite sure 100% yet. First thing we're going to do is that little precision fold we were talking about earlier with this X-Acto. He's got his box cutter. He's ready to cut open some paper toys. So what we're going to do is we're going to put glue on pretty much the whole thing. Just because it doesn't really matter. They're going to be sticking together anyway. But we can be pretty precise about where on here. And then we're just going to fold over. We've already scored that fold line, so it should work pretty well. Kind of try and line it up a little bit by squeezing, pinching. And then there we go. You can see that? Looks pretty clean. Not too much hanging off the sides. Color-wise, it looks nice in 3D. Alright. Cool. Do this, let's do this, let's do this. I'm gonna move my big ugly mug over to this side of the screen now. Alright. So let's get these folds in. Okay. Fold. Fold. Nice folds, man. This again, I cannot elaborate enough on that pre-scoring technique. Like, just do that for yourselves. Saves a lot of hassle, trouble, time, patience. You'll tend not to get mad because your folds look like garbage or something if you just do that pre-score. So do that pre-score, guys. Take the time. This is papercraft, okay? We're not here to rush through it. Sometimes builds go a little faster than others, and that's great. But for the most part, this is a very chill, zen thing that I like to do, so that's why we're doing it. That's what we do on Sundays, guys. We chill. Especially if that's one of your only days off. For me, it is, and that's why I do it today. This is how I get my mind right to deal with the week to come. Okay. Look at that. We got all our folds now. I think we're good. Alright, so yeah, I can see this is going to be a little bit of a problem when it folds in on his head. So what this is a reverse fold. Didn't really iterate it too much, but what we're going to do is we're going to put the skin side towards the inside. So this is going to fold in like this, the lower fold. Okay, and then this one is going to fold back, just so that it looks like, okay, when it's all said and done, it looks like the fold is coming down over the top. Do you see that illusion? Right? So it's to give the illusion that this is coming down over the top as opposed to it going the other way. Okay? Alright. We're going to go ahead and start this by gluing him first. We're going to glue the lower body first, and then we'll put the... We'll probably... You know what? Let's make the box first, just because the box is going to be a little bit more of a hassle. I can feel it flopping around up here, and it's not going to cooperate once I get the body stable. There we go. So let's get the box first. Again, you want to push those sides in as close as you can to help make the white of that glue flap kind of disappear. This is the back of the head. See, we got all this glue on my fingers, and now it's getting on our model here. See that? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Alright. Push that down. Got a nice hold here. We're good. Alright. Let's get this other side. Sweet. Smear that a little bit. Again, if I haven't said it yet, and I don't think I have really, this is by Marshall Alexander. I definitely like his work. You should check him out, guys. He's got a .net, not a .com. So hit him up at Marshall Alexander. Marshall spelled just the way you think. Alexander spelled just the way you think. But go ahead and check out some of his art. Some of this stuff is like from this piece specifically. I think it's like 2007, 2010 or something. So it's definitely an older piece. But he's done nothing but forge ahead and make some other cool work. So check the guy out. Cough away from the mic. Pro tip. Okay. Box is almost done. A few more gluey flaps. 3 if we're counting. Try and do both sides at the same time. Now that's a little tricky sometimes because it doesn't like to cooperate, but we'll see what we can do here. Get that on, and then boom. Let's get that pinch going. Marshall Alexander. Got it. Got it. Oh, the UPS label, or UPS label. The UPC label looks like it lines up real nice. You got that? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, cohesion. Alright, so we're going to let that dry a little bit. I've done the pinches. We've done our pinches. Just got to let it dry for a second. And now before we throw that lid over the top, I'm going to also let this dry really, really good down here at the base. And then it should just go right over his face, no problem. And then I think we'll be almost just about done. Thank you, everyone, for showing up and stopping by and peeking your head in at what the hell is this guy doing over here? Is he really doing, like, paper toys? Is he crafting stuff? I feel like I would like to craft more, but it's very boring medium. Crafting is best saved for binging new shows you like to watch while you sit on the couch and make something. Alright, so this basically just kind of slides over the top of his head. Now that the box is good, the body's pretty good. I think it's nice and strong. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and take this, slide his head under, and then in. And there we go. That's it. He's done. I think the box over the top, the better. If you leave the flaps down there, as soon as you leave the flaps up, he just kind of keeps popping up. But the other bonus is that you get to put the little dude on top. And then we got this move going on here, right? Like a little, yay, look at you. Let's do that. There you go. You can see them a little better now. Sorry about that. That glare is beating me. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna call it a day. I'm glad that you all stopped by. Again, we'll be doing this again next Sunday. We'll probably try and stop by. I know we didn't get to a date night this week. The wife was rather busy, but we'll get another one of those in too. And we're gonna start doing our podcast live on stream. I think that's the way to do it. You know what I mean? If I had to pick and choose instead of recording it in my car on the way to a gig or something, that'd be way better. Go ahead and check out whoisjoebegan.com for anything you want to check out about what we do here. There's definitely some streams of us doing date night if you'd like to see if you're interested before you stop by next time you see us go live with one of those. But we're here pretty much every Sunday doing this stuff. So from me and Paperboy, Marshall Alexander's Paperboy, I should say, and all of our little dunny friends. Bye! You know what I'm saying? Much love. You guys, thanks for being here. And have a good rest of your week. Happy Sunday. Be safe out there. Much love. Bye.